Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the event you have all been waiting for, the Thunderdome. That's right, it's me and cowofschmau here. Rocking some really nice minty colors. I think I've talked about that before. It's a Manon thing. Anyhow, this series I am very excited for because it's ridiculous in every way. In fact, before I read our info.txt, we really got to talk about what's happening here because it's gonna be weird. cowofschmau spawning as the Conf here on this side of Taurian Crater. Very, very large map. And I'm thinking to myself, this is me, of course, playing this series. I'm thinking to myself, well, I'd love to missile ship rush at some point, but I'm not sure that I can do it right now. So let's go for like a carrier power rush, which is not something that I usually do. And in order to do this, I guess I actually am putting 6 on CUs here, which is a bit interesting. I think that I'm trying to get like base runners out so that I can triple extract here. As for cowofschmau, I don't know exactly what the game plan will be. I can't totally remember, so we'll have to keep our eyes on it. This might give us a little window to read our info.txt. So let me go ahead and pop this open. Okay, you have to see it because it's good. This is excellent. I haven't actually read this before, so this is amazing. I like how they're just both cow. I mean, that is true, you know. This is excellent. Anyway, yeah, so he picks Conf. He'd love to pick Manon, but in fact, playing Conf like this, his carrier's so rusty, I can't even see half the paint job, you know, so that's kind of too bad. Anyway, gonna be a ban on College Teeth for me. I don't want to face that GVK, you know, that's just never a good idea. And cowofschmau's gonna ban Galzian territories because I'm Galzian, so that's an obvious ban. He takes Taurian Crater for the first game. Not sure if he had any like plans set before he comes into this. This is generally a pretty good map for Conf, but I can tell already he's trying to hide his base runner out here to make some kind of plays with the blast drones. So I grab Boneyard next, and then I'm thinking, okay, well I really want to do the missile ship rush, so we're gonna take Canyon Outpost. Tobias. I don't know why, but this is strangely compelling. Anyway, cowofschmau's gonna grab that, and then the ace match would be Firebase Grill. Oh, and he has an OnlyFans apparently. Anyway, looks like I have caught the base runner over here though, and this is crucial. I often used to say back in the vanilla days that like the first rule of fighting Conf was find the base runner because really you just had to. This attack then is not really going to work, but he's not gonna like necessarily lose everything, right? Just depends if you can get a good blast drone hit. Oh gosh, this certainly looks like one. Ugh. Ow. He has kind of left this base runner idle. He's not trying to jump on it with the PC, so I think actually he's missing a bit of a window here, but then again, it might just be death if he goes in and it doesn't work. Excuse me, I'm getting the traditional Bozo hiccups, but yeah, perhaps this is not such a bad idea. Still, it's sad though, once you queue up this blast drone, you lose the money, so when this thing dies, he gets no refund for that. So, yeah, he does have another base runner, by the way, which is interesting, but, anyhow, this has bought me enough time to get my triple extract off, and I feel pretty good about that. Now there's another PC coming up for me. I think I have ideas to ref mode and then just move the carrier out, but we'll see what I'm able to do here. As far as tech goes, though, pfft, what tech? Tech is for the weak, man. You don't get tech. That'd be a stupid thing to do. Anyway, I'm still just trying to push here. You can see I'm building a second PC, probably as a response to seeing so many skims, just like, okay, I want to be able to fight the skimmer war then. And this is always a nice position to get into. I can deny the LBMs here. And it's very, very common to see players kind of forget to reassign them so that they don't get killed. But yeah, it looks like cowofschmau is on top of that, so it's going to move those two guys out of the danger. Does have mobility system charged as well, so note that his skims are actually significantly faster than mine here. About 9% or so, I think, right? 8. Nah. Close enough, man, close enough. And you can see cowofschmau has his second PC being started as well, but ref mode is almost done for me. I'm actually pulling out a little bit too quick. Oh! Ignore this, I'm not getting tech. No one would get tech here. And here goes that third extract, so I'm feeling pretty good about this already. My game plan is working. These minty fresh skins. I guess the Conf sand skimmers at least actually have paint on them, but I've gotta say, it's very sad to see like all these freaking units just paintless. Whoa. Scuffle's gonna begin here. Looks like neither of us really focus fired well enough. Definitely, like, we could have both gotten a kill there if we were just, like, actually paying attention, but, you know. Well, they kind of do. Interesting. That's pretty cute. It looks like cowofschmau actually picking up an artifact now. He's trying to even up that scoreline. Oh, it's a blast drone. Oh, gosh, okay. Well, I'm glad that I caught that. That thing nearly killed me. You can see Carrier thundering around out here, as you do. But I've got potentially the game-winning artifacts here, and cowofschmau knows he's got to push on it. I've got an assault railgun out here as well, which is going to make things difficult. Let's see what he does. Oh, will it be nice for him if I just absolutely screw up the micro like this? But it looks like I've got high ground now. Any upgrades? No, not on either of us. High ground is pretty good, mind you. Although this fight is actually turning out pretty okay for cowofschmau. Yes, pretty good trading for him, just capitalizing on an opportunity where I had put my assault railgun in a bad spot. But as it stands, this is still potentially the game-winning artifact right here. Looks like base runner is up here. Maybe I want to do like a base runner heal play. Oh, this might actually work. Base runner heal is pretty strong in Jaraci. Now it does heal your enemy as well, just like it did in vanilla, but it's really, really reduced. Like most of the healing goes to yourself. What does the Veteran C do anyway? Not much. Veteran C and DOK is just such an afterthought. It's like you never really pay attention to it. Anyway, 4th artifact there, so we are now at game point with the artifacts. cowofschmau knows it, he feels the pressure, so he's coming up here. I'm just trying to buy time, basically. That's all I need to do. Carrier's in the area, too. Skims have a little bit of high ground to work with. That is gonna net a kill on one of these skims. Carrier's in the area. Even base runner heal popping as well. That's gonna actually make me win this sand skimmer fight, all things considered. And yeah, I mean, he doesn't have any more units in reserve here, so there's no way he's gonna be able to push in. Would be really nice if these guys had been queued out to the front line, but by now it's just too late. It'll only take a couple of seconds, and this base runner will extract. And yeah, that's a 7.5 minute artifact win. That's pretty unusual to see. But I'm very pleased to announce, my friends, that I will strike first in the THUDNERDOME. Very good, very good. Defeat? Didn't I win this? Okay, whatever. Because obviously the replays are from cowofschmau's perspective. And let's jump into game 2. This one's on Boneyard. And, you know, it's me, so I guess you all know what's happening next. It's certainly going to be an eco game, not any sort of rush. Anyway, we'll see how it goes, though. Of course, yes, I'm referring to Railgun Rush. I just like this build a lot. It's very, very good on this map, but I get the bad spawn for it. So cowofschmau spawning up here in what we generally favor quite a bit as the spawn on Boneyard. Much more easy to defend third base. This is very bad, this positioning here, because if your opponent can get up on this dune, it feels a little bit hopeless to try and defend. So the player in this position always kind of has this looming over him. Over on this side, very, very nice. There's dunes that you can use to defend, and you have kind of this rock over here that gives you some cover on the base. Meanwhile, in terms of early game rushes, this dune here can actually be pretty good for the defender, and this dune here is just really terrible for the defender. So if you're going to do some kind of rush, this is definitely the spawn that you want. And if you're going to play eco, this is definitely the spawn you want. You know, it's not really very easy to debate that. But you can see for me, I'm setting up my salvagers in the railgun rush method anyway. I had 1 on RUs here, the first, well actually, okay, so I put 4 on CUs, and then I build an RU salvager here, I build a CU salvager here, and then I build another RU salvager there, and then start filling out the long distance. As for cowofschmau, looks like once again gonna try some funny business with the base runners out in the corner. This is a little bit too predictable though, because he did this last game, you know what I mean? So you would be kind of surprised if this caught me off guard this time as well. And I'm kind of fully expecting to meet him out here in the middle. That's what I expect to happen. But of course, that's not going to be the case. You can see cowofschmau opening up that second base. And the first blast drone is coming out in just a moment here. Delicious. You know what? I was saying that like this is bad because I'm obviously gonna see it, but somehow I don't see it. So actually, he's kind of getting away with it, surprisingly. Salvagers, though, are going down on his side already. You can see high ground on the skims. There's not really... Well, there's not really any defense here either, but they do go down extra quick. I see the sensors ping now on the scanner. So this is kind of a bit sloppy. Like, if you want to do this, you really want to stay far enough away that your opponent isn't going to see you. However, maybe he wants to come in with the skims and, like, finish the kills that way, but it doesn't really look like he's going to be able to get away with it. So, Systems 1 teching for me now. I just want to make sure I have some defense. He does kill off the scanner, but now here comes my PC to come back and take care of this. Again, very, very sloppy. He's letting me know what's happening. I don't know what's happening here, meanwhile. Ooh, it's like a laser light show. He's letting me know what's happening a long time before it's going to strike, and that's just very nice for me. In fact, I might have even cancelled Power 1. No, it looks like I did finish it. Second PC is on the way. I already have Railgun Tech done. And cowofschmau's army just looks really anemic here. He's got a lot of money that hasn't been spent yet. Maybe he was saving for another PC, but... You know, at this point, the money in the bank is going to start feeling real bad. You want this on the field. Yeah, he does have his PC started. But that's not going to help him here, and here's where the battle's going to happen. So he's going to need to rely on some good BD hits, and I'd say probably the good principle here is to, like, use one and leave the other one back so that you have two chances at it, because even getting one hit is going to be pretty catastrophic for me. Let's see what happens here. Uh-oh, it's targeted on the PC. Okay, yeah, he does catch that, but still, it just kind of runs into its death. Looks like I'm going to get both of them that way. So now he doesn't really have any defense left here. He does have an assault railgun, though. But I'm going to be feeling pretty good about this. Second PC is done for me, by the way. Artifact goes down. And I'm kind of in this weird position, like, between his carrier and his army. But yeah, assault railgun falls also. And the sand skimmer fight, it's just massive numbers difference here, so it's not going to be easy for him to fight this. Well, I mean, I say easy. He's just gonna die. So at this point, he decides to tech honor guards, which looks kind of funny, but I kind of like it. It's sort of like a spite tech, you know? I mean, hey, if he had honor guards, that would be really nice here, but there's obviously no way he's ever gonna get it. By the way, you should always cancel a unit if a PC is going to die. That money will actually never be refunded. Also, it'll annoy the spectator, because as you can see, the production tab says that he's still building that unit ad infinitum, so... Yeah, Honor Guard tech is only like 18 seconds out, surprisingly, but... I'm building heavy railguns, I'm moving in for the kill here, this should not last too much longer. I'm gonna be... yeah. It's him! Yes! Excellent, you've made it, my friend. You know, Twitch is gonna ban me eventually if you keep posting nudes on here. Anyway, the joke will never die. Yeah, Honor Guard tech is done, by the way, and I think he's almost got the money for it, too. He just has to, like, quick drop this guy. Yes, he's building a Honor Guard. Excellent. And so we can say that even if he doesn't win this game, he's kind of the winner in spirit, isn't he? I mean, that's a 6-minute Honor Guard, you know? PC goes down, by the way, as you would expect. And we do have some heavy railguns just sort of plinking in here now. It looks like these assault railguns died somehow, but yeah, you know, this kind of thing just sort of happens. Especially when you're fighting Con F, because they get that range for free. And it's 3 railguns now. Question is, will the Honor Guard finish before the carrier dies, eh? That's what's on everybody's mind. By the way, I feel like armor break just doesn't show on the carrier, but I'm actually pretty sure it does happen, so... that's worth thinking about. If you didn't know, when a railgun hits a unit, its armor goes, oh yeah, look, the honor guard popped, yes! I mean, it spawned just in time to die, but at least I saw it. Anyway, when a railgun hits a target, its armor goes down by 7 for 20 seconds. It doesn't show on the carriers when they have level 0 in the armor, or in Gauzy and Conef's case, just ever, but I think it does apply, which is kind of strange. Yeah, but is it as awesome as Conef lore? I mean, they're literally cannibals. Oh, how do you beat that, man? How do you beat that? Let's load up game 3, by the way. And game 3 is going to be on Canyon Outpost, so once again, this one being my pick. The idea is that I wanted to do a missile ship rush, and I won too, so I might as well do it now, right? It's my last chance. By the way, don't ever do this crap if you're actually meaning to win, but you know. But obviously it'll work for me because I'm just built different, right? The idea of the missile ship rush is, basically you want to like hit your opponent with AoE that can blow up his salvagers really early. And in practice, it never works. But, you know, it's definitely worth a try. What am I saying? It's not worth a try. Don't ever do it. So I actually put 2 on our use here. I think that was too many. Excuse me, I've got the Bozo hiccups again. Yeah, as you can see, I'm going to start Sandscreamer Fab a little bit late here. And then after it finishes, I think I have too many RUs already. So yeah, if these guys would have been on CUs instead, maybe I put 1 on RUs here, and then I can have like the second guy coming out of the carrier be on RUs, and that'll sort of solve it for me. H2O, wait, what does that mean? It's true, it's true. Well, actually, that's not true, because there are quite a few Bozo streams without that. But, you know, they're not as good. I mean, everyone knows it. By the way, there's the missile ship tech on the way. And yeah, like I said, too many RUs, so this build, this garbage build that should never be done can be refined. The missile ship tech probably can even start faster if I... Probably. Because I'd be able to get Sandscreamer tech started a little bit quicker. Let's look what cowofschmau is doing, by the way. Looks like, oh, okay, it's actually going to be 2 PC right off the bat. I would say this is a good answer to Missile Ship Rush, but I mean, frankly, there's no bad answers to it, so... But yeah, this will be good for him. Well, okay, I know that it's water, alright, but... But what were you trying to say with that? There's no water on Arrakis, but... I mean, Kara. Oh, I see, I see. Well, this is gonna sound very counterintuitive, but actually the problem is that I drank a bunch of water before this. And that gives me hiccups. I don't know how to explain. First missile ship is out, by the way. I've already won, pretty much. This is an interesting smoke, by the way, because I only have 1 Sandscreamer that can actually hit, but... Relatable, man. Artifact gets picked up here, by the way, but this guy does need to be a bit scared. Oh, well, there's a blast drone here. And again, it's only 1 skim, so I can't really fight it. So I'm in a bit of a conundrum now. Oh my gosh. Well, that makes things even worse. Wow, yeah, that's a pretty impactful missile ship rush right there. So basically, when you use the barrage, if you then click to move, the barrage will be cancelled, so that gives you an idea of what went wrong that time. Yeah. Well, anyway, time to run home with my tail between my legs. Looks like Assault Ship Fab is being teched for me. This is probably a survival method. By the way, even the carrier being pulled over, this is what you do if you're really, really worried about losing a PC. I have a feeling that that's kind of like the... That's kind of the danger here. Not after that, man. No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, it looks like the Sandscreamers are going to try for the PC here. So I'm doing a little trick here where if you tap retire, you can get the thing to like move through the carrier and then you can like move it out to the other side. So that'll stop the PC from really taking any damage there. Okay, det packs. They managed to get 1 kill. Yeah, how did that happen? Jeez. It's a mystery, man. It's a mystery. And as you can see, I'm taking the direct fire barrage upgrade, so clearly I've got some plans. My thinking here was, if at first you don't succeed, try again. So I'm gonna drive up here with the PC. Sure, the missile ship rush was an abject failure, but I'm sure it will be better the second time, so here we go. Note that these... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, here they are. These 2 skims that got out, by the way, they're not really going to be a problem, because there's only 2 of them now. They can't really threaten the main base. They can't really threaten the PC either, so... I'm feeling fine about this. That was the most German way you could say this. I'm so happy about that. Radar-guarded missiles increases the range of the missile ship. I was about to say accuracy. It is on the tooltip, but that's a lie. It actually doesn't have any effect to that. I believe the way that it works, though, is that it actually changes the weapon to one that I think has like a faster projectile speed too, but I'm not certain about that. Either way, I know for sure that it increases the range, so... Armored units plinking away, by the way. I do have to be careful, though, because, like, this is definitely hostile territory. Although I have the assault ship here, and I do have armor 1, by the way, which is always nice to get. That's a lot of sand skimmers, and sand skimmers can overpower assault ships if there's enough of them. So, you know, it's worth remembering, I do have to take this fight carefully. And the extractions are just going to continue as long as this goes on. The assault ship barrage is pretty okay, actually. Oh, that makes it even worse, there's a railgun here. Uh-oh. I didn't realize that these were here. Well, that kind of changes everything. Gotta go for Hail Mary barrage over here. Good on cowofschmau for getting the railgun tech. That was definitely the winning move. Yeah, but I had to, right? That's how the saying goes. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Try again. And then fail horribly because you're just not good enough. But, you know... That's the part of the saying that people usually leave out because they want it to be like a feel-good message. Wow, this assault ship actually survived. That's kind of amazing. And yes, no fun. Actually, it's 100% at long range. I'm trying to remember how this goes. I think at long range it's 100, at mid-range it's like 60, and then at short range it's like 40 or something. But they have a damage modifier. I think they do like 40% damage against strike. So, but you're right, that's definitely true. And as a result, they're just more consistent, but still not very effective. Like, you'll see them hitting the scanner, for example. They used to always miss against that, but now they can hit for certain. Now, as I recall, this game turns into quite an interesting finisher, but I shouldn't spoil anything, of course. Have I gone for some kind of tech here? No. Well, I have missile ship tech, mind you, but I'm obviously rebuilding my PC as I have to do. And let's be honest, this game is going nowhere fast, but I don't like giving up. I don't like giving up. We have ref mode teching, by the way. That's always a nice tech to have. I don't know where this carrier is going, though. It seems like a bit of a washing machine here. Well, that's too bad, cowofschmau, but we'll see you later. The VOD will go up on YouTube pretty quick, so keep your eye out for that. Probably actually tonight at midnight. Which, again, is technically a violation of my agreement with Twitch, but yeah, whatever. Nobody cares enough. I shouldn't make video evidence of me breaking contract, but whatever. Speaking of feeling the pain, this carrier's definitely taken some heat here. I have the weapons and the range powered up here, which does, you know, it does feel nice in terms of warding the skimmers off of the base, but I'm hurting a lot here. So I'm gonna try and find what sort of cover I can. I'm, as you can see, moving out into this position. Maybe think that here I can not get just killed by railguns straight away. There's no long-term answer to this, though, so... How does it feel? Very, very good. Very good. I've actually never been so happy. cowofschmau, by the way, can keep the heat going if he takes 2 of the railguns over to this position and then 2 of them over to this position here. If I recall correctly, you might be here for some time though, Cow. But I don't exactly remember how this goes, to be honest with you. Uh-oh. Oh, I see how it's gonna be. The blast drone. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I remember this now. So, he builds 2 blast drones here, and I'm thinking I just can send, like, 1 assault ship out to stop the extract, but that didn't really work for me. Carrier's still not getting hit, though, so I'm alive for now. And you can see I have an extract of my own that I'm taking out, and that's nice to pick up because it stops cowofschmau from picking it up, but still he has potentially the game-winning artifacts here, so I have to commit kind of everything to it. That doesn't feel good because I'm obviously at threat of just losing the game over on this side. I'm gonna have to pull off some kind of a miracle in order to stall a bit longer here. Yeah, railguns hurt, alright. Ooh, dear. Yeah, it looks like that's gonna be the end. Okay, but look, I stopped the artifact, alright? So, there you go. That's really what it's all about. You gotta find some kind of moral victory even when you lose. Anyway, I'm gonna blame, my men and not me. It's obviously not my fault. So, that brings the scoreline to 2-1 as we jump into game 4 here. And now, I know in the last game I said, if at first you don't succeed, try again, and then I died horribly. But this game, it's gonna be different, see? This game, it's gonna be different. So, I resolved to try it again. And as for cowofschmau, I don't actually remember what he does here, but I guess we'll find out. Here we are in the Quarterfinals. And guys, wouldn't it be cool? I'm just saying, like, you know... I'm pretty sure no one suggested this before, so I feel like it has to be said, but I mean... I know it's kind of a long shot for this sort of feature to be added, but it really would just be so cool if you could drive on top of the Quarterfinals. I think that'd be really cool. So, just thought I had to say that. Anyway, by the way, look at this freaking imperfect technology. It's just broken in half. Freaking garbage Kushan manufacturers. Sandskimmer Fab starts for me. And it looks like this time I did 4 on CUs? No, I did 2 on RUs again, actually, didn't I? Well, I guess I never learned. The result should be that the build is just as slow as it was the first time, so that's a little bit unfortunate for me. Looks like for cowofschmau, actually, the build hasn't changed at all, so he's... Oh, wait a minute. No, he hasn't gotten Sandskimmer Fab yet, so that is a bit different. But he is building BDs, he's taking these, like the Space Runner out to the side of the field. And he's already fleet capped. That's pretty impressive. Actually, getting fleet cap 45 before anything else, so that tells me he will tech into Sandskimmer Fab, most likely. If he was going to go ref mode here, he would not want to do fleet cap 45. Oh, wait, he would have to, wouldn't he? Because otherwise he's fleet capped for the whole time that it's teching. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. Oh, but it's not going to be ref mode at all, it's going to be 2PC. Okay, I see. So then maybe he does go for Sandskimmer Fab after this. Anyway, it's worth noting that in Jaraci, the blast drone does have a pop cap cost, so you can't just, oh gosh, the PC got found. I was hoping if I moved it out to the side, it would be like, it would be hidden here, but then this base runner just happened to choose this exact place to go to. That was a bit annoying for me, although it is probably a free base runner, but, and by the way, you can see that cowofschmau had similar ideas. So we were both trying for some sort of ninja PC nonsense over there. But it's worked just about as well for both of us. Blast drone's here, by the way, so I just have to make sure that my guys are split up. Oh, I'm juking the blast drone. Are you seeing this? Oh my gosh, that was ridiculous. Wow. All right, so if you just give a blast drone an attack order instead of hitting D to detonate it, then it won't detonate until it touches the thing. So if your opponent is like a literal god like me, you can actually manage to stop the blast drone from detonating at all. So that's pretty funny. Wow. PC taking a bit of fire here, by the way, but It shouldn't be a huge issue. By the way, missile ship is scouted now, so cowofschmau knows that it's going to be this nonsense again. And this is kind of what I like to describe as the beat grinder scenario right now. He has to build these skims so his PC doesn't die, but as they pop out into the face of 2 skims from me, it's very, very difficult for him to keep them alive. He has 2 PC though, and I don't, so you should note, eventually he would overcome me here. As a result, yeah, I've got assault ship tech on the way here. And the missile ships are done, the salvagers are looking juicy. This is where I would like to hit, because they're the most bunched up in this location. Oh, cowofschmau didn't even try to dodge. Oh, it gets all, well, it only gets 2 of them actually, but still, that's pretty good. It's worth noting, this is actually not as powerful in Jaraci anyway, because I don't think that the missile ship barrage does quite as much damage. Quick 2 for 1, by the way, I'm always going to be happy with that. cowofschmau really needs to just keep building sandskimmers here. He's got to get the strikecraft majority so he can push me out. That's kind of what he needs to be, that's kind of what he needs to be doing right now. But for me, assault ship fab just finished, so you can tell where I'm going with this. Don't quite have the money for one yet, but I'm sure that I will build one as soon as I can. There it is. And armored unit defenses actually also impact the missile ships, so that feels pretty good too. Note that I've got the barrage upgrade, so these things only have a 40-second cooldown now instead of the 20 that it was, I think. Or 20, that would be worse. I think it was 60 and then it turns into 40. Assault ship is out, by the way. Now, if I were cowofschmau, I would really be powering up the missile system here, because the idea is that you can just keep bombarding your opponent. You don't need to sit here and take it. As it stands right now, there's kind of not really anything he can do. But this is not really sustainable, because as you can see, like, from this dune, I'm able to jump over and, like, barrage him on the base. By the way, this salvager's surviving on 40. I'd be surprised if I don't just jump over and bite this one. Yep, there it is. So if he's got power in the missiles, he can, you know, he can actually do something to me, even if he can't push over this dune, which he can't do with the sand skimmers. For sure, though, the long-term plan has to be get your heavy railgun out onto the side and then bring it up over here or something. I just want you guys to notice, by the way, I'm actually teching ref mode, and I'm bringing salvagers from the main to go mine off of cowofschmau's 3rd base. I just thought you might find that interesting. Anyway, more missile ships for me, that's the name of the game. And cowofschmau definitely seems a little bit flustered here. Another thing that he could do is to move his carrier over to this position, and that makes it more difficult for his, for the missile ships to get up onto his economy, so... He's got a lot of RUs, by the way. I mean, I actually wouldn't be rebuilding RU salvagers here, because they cost quite a lot of CUs, and you kind of don't need that right now, so... 3rd base opened up now. I'm going to start mining off of that presently. Ref mode is done. And it looks like assault ship tech is teching now for cowofschmau. Little cheeky attempt at the barrage against the sand skimmers here. I am actually going to hit them, but then I try to jump over and just bite them, but there's too much firepower here, so I have to back away from that. I think there's actually a barrage left in this location though, isn't there? Yeah. Wow, that was well placed. So that's kind of a massive whiff, but you know. And yeah, we do have the miners set up now, so this is now a 2-base versus 1, and it's his 2nd base too, which is what's so funny about it. And you can see, I know that I don't really need more CUs right now, so I'm going to be mining RUs instead. Here's another missile ship barrage to brighten your day. And just, again, killed 2 salvagers, and still, these probably should not be replaced. He already has 380 RUs, right? So if you do this, you're taking away CUs that you could use to build some units to break this hold. The real power of the missile ships is going to be in this kind of scenario where they don't get attacked enough. They've got a very, very long cooldown on that barrage, so once I use it, you really want to just jump on me right away. But again, this railgun needs to position a bit better, you know, come out onto this side. Now there's something that you can do. This is starting to become a lot of missile ships here. I mean, it'll take a long time, make no mistake, but eventually I'll actually be able to kill his carrier with the missile ships too. There's a barrage available here, by the way. Oh, yep, that's gonna get a kill. And missile ships actually take quite a lot of veterancy before they can, they take quite a lot of veterancy before they can upgrade, but, you know, they're actually starting to get... Well, why am I talking about this? It doesn't freaking matter. It's Jaraci. Veterancy only matters in Joke Patch. We all know it. We all know it. Second PC on the way for me, also. Yeah, I suppose that is true. I mean, he's getting pretty low. In fact, maybe I'm going for the killing blow right now. No, it looks like I'm still hitting salvagers here. Finally, though, he is juking it, and that's what you really want to do. I mean, that's the other weakness of the missile ship barrage. Sure, it does quite a bit of damage, but you have to just kind of stand still and eat it, so... So far, that's what he's been doing, but he's definitely wisening up to it now. Has some power in the healing as well, so that's nice. But yeah, this is a fully saturated second base. Here comes the next PC. And at this point, I'm gonna start taking some more armored unit defenses. Uh-oh, that might be a dead carrier right there. Oh gosh. Okay, not quite, but I do have the assault chips and the sandskimmers here. That's actually comical that it lived on 1% HP though. Oh boy, and the assault chip is hurting it. I mean, this actually could kill the carrier here. If not, I've got a missile ship coming that he's gonna have to deal with. Oh man. Maybe a cooldown will come up for me first? Oh, he's not focusing the assault chips. Oh, it's this guy who gets the kill. Oh, no. This guy has it. Nice one, Gibson. And yeah, there you go. The old moniker is true. If at first you don't succeed, no, you don't fail. Try again. There it is. But, okay, that's the thing, right? It says try again. So that actually means you have to try again twice. So I tried again the first time, I died, and then I tried again the second time, and it worked. See? I'm telling you, man. There's a lot of wisdom to the wisdom, you know? Well, what an exciting series. Thanks for watching the Thunderdome, my friends. We're gonna move on to the next one, but I was quite pleased with this.